barn door back on a Monday. Let me show you how to get it. All right, guys and girls, here we are. It's Elite. It is Monday, and that's back day. And it always, for the most part, will be Monday for me because I want something I want to bring up the most. And I know if you're following this program right now, you're going to want to bring up your back too. So the premise of this session, since it's the first heavy day of the week, what I want to think about here is pick an exercise selection that nail my back from top to bottom. So meaning traps to erectors, and then it's all exercises that I feel deep in the muscle tissue and connect to really, really well. So it's a lot of single arm work, which if you struggle with back, single arm work, in my opinion, even though it's more time consuming, it is the way to go. So let me dig into this workout, show you exactly what I did, and tell you exactly why I set up the way that I did. All right, so what you guys didn't see here is I did the Kuba pull down and 30 seconds of plank for 3 rounds. So if you look at this video, Chad's gonna overlay for us here. I'm just doing a cable pull down, and this is to activate my lat. And then I'm gonna superset that after I do 10 reps of those with a 30-second plank. And again, that's about core stabilization, locking my abs in so when I go to pull and row heavy, everything is good and locked in and ready to be as efficient as possible for making my lat do all of the work. And then I get into my first working exercise, which for today is gonna be standing BY row. All right, so with these guys, what I did here was a slow warm up. And what I mean by that is I did sets of 10 up until I knew it was gonna be hard around 10. So for me, that was a plate, plate and a quarter, 2 plates, 2 and a quarter, and then as you'll see Chaz filming here, 3 plates. And this was the perfect weight for me. So not only is this hammering my lat, but it's single arm, so I'm getting even more isolation within that muscle, and then this is incredible for activating my back. So this standing version to me is different than seated, which you'll see me do later in the session. But anytime I come to Elite, I'm gonna at least do one version, either standing or seated, because that's how great I love this piece. Now, if your gym doesn't have it, not a big deal. Just do seated one-arm cable rows. But look at this form, watch how I'm purposely keeping my shoulder down, and I'm trying to drill my back with every rep. Also notice the control of this negative, guys. What I'm thinking about here is make the lat do all of the work. Don't pull with the bicep, don't pull with the forearm, and row. So a top set, there were 3, then I did a back off with 2 plates. Now, if you notice here, I'm more rhythmic style pumping for the back off. So with only 2 plates on there, I want to just ram as much blood into my back as possible. And if my memory serves right, I think that was like 20 each arm. And I walked away from that exercise number 1 thinking, man, this is going to be a great day. So rotation number 2 is gonna be straight arm pull downs supersetted with Swiss bar pull downs. So I did a 3-set or 3-round rotation here, guys. Round number 1, I did 20 and 20. Round number 2, I did 15 and 15. And round 3, I did 12 and 12, which is the one Chaz got on camera. So what I'm thinking about here, guys, again, I'm driving blood into my lats, opening up everything from my armpit to my rib cage on the straight arm pull down, and then a nasty contraction. So after hitting my last work set here, I'll walk around, grab the Swiss bar at the widest handles, and I'm just fighting my life off for 12 reps, no matter how I can get them. So with this, guys, if you notice, I'm a little bit more like explosive and jerking these down, because to me, like coming off of those straight arm pull downs, my back is ready to work and fire. So let's make that thing work and contract. Next up now, we go bread and butter, dumbbell row. So I did 2 sets before this, both of 8s, and then I got the 140, and I took it for 10 each arm. So I really want you guys to pay attention to not only how much I control the negative and how I get a really good deep stretch without over twisting my spine, but then I fire that thing up. Like, I'm not trying to baby that weight up, guys. Think about driving your elbow through the ceiling, or if someone was standing over top of you, you're trying to elbow them in the mouth and knock their teeth in. Like, that's what I'm thinking about. Aggressively row that dumbbell. That's what's all gonna activate all that fast twitch muscle fiber in your back and get it to grow and look nasty. So no back off here is needed. I just did 2 sets preceding the 140, so I actually did 80s for 8, the 100s for 8, and then the 140s for 10 each arm. All right, next up will be a double arm row. So you've seen me do this side back row a ton, but you haven't seen me do this technique. So what I'm doing here is I'm purposely pulling my upper chest off the pad. I'm bracing my abs into the chest support, and I'm rowing from my upper back. So I'm actually tilted back. So with this, guys, I'm actually looking to get everything in my upper back. So low trap, mid trap, upper trap, rear delts, rhomboids, all that stuff in the top of my back. And I'm doing a rest pause set with the stack. So I think set 1, I got like 11-ish, rested for 20 seconds, pulled it into failure, rested 20 seconds, pull it to failure. And with this, like, I hope you can see through my shirt what my upper back felt like in person, because I could just, every preceding rep, I could feel more blood getting into the upper back, and that's what I'm after. So with this, guys, again, pay close attention to this form, because it's a new form here that I'm using where I'm driving my abs into the chest support, and I'm tilted back to where I'm hitting my upper back, so pulling low to high. Last thing for upper back here, I'm gonna go back to the DY row, but do them seated. And what you'll see with this top set and the back off is I'm just trying to get a really good stretch on the lat. Again, I'm doing them 1 arm at a time to where I can really focus on each side and getting really good contractions. So top set with 3 plates, back off with 2 plates, and literally just milk every last bit of energy you have out of your lats, guys. Like, when you're doing this, here's what I'm thinking. Back double bicep, how nasty can we make it look? Front double bicep, I want those lats to come out of off of my ribs like a damn cobra. So put yourself in that headspace, row until you can't take that pain anymore. All right, guys, so to finish the day up here, I'm doing reverse hypers for sets of 10, supersetted with hanging leg raises for sets of 10. So with this is all about spine stabilization and health, and it just feels good, right? So I'm doing 10 and 10. I have a little bit more weight on there because someone had already left 35-pound plates on there, and I wasn't gonna pull them off, so I just stacked 2 quarters on top and did my sets. So with this, guys, I'm thinking about erectors, glutes, and hamstrings. This is a great exercise. It decompresses the spine, feels great on the erectors, and then I just simply take my time, walk up, do hanging leg raises, and I'm thinking about doing 10 reps where I'm squeezing the piss out of my lower abs. So with this, I'm locking in with the abs and squeezing them tight, and then making just my abs, not using my legs to pull them up into the air. So I did 3 rounds of that rotation, and that is it for the day. If you can't tell, I'm drenched in sweat. It feels incredible. Like, something I do want to wrap up here with is not only was that a great session, and it's Monday, and I think as I said on the leg day, like, what a day to be alive, right? Like, this prep has gone so well and so smooth for me that I'm eternally grateful. And, you know, I couldn't help but think, like, when you notice, if you look back at the beginning of the workout, I started with a jersey, and that jersey had my name on the back of it, and that was a gift from one of my clients, Chris Schaub. And when I went to Masters USA's with him, he had that waiting on the bed for me. And you know, not only was that beyond thoughtful, but to be walking around the gym with a jersey on with your name on it, right? Like, it makes me think back to like football days, right? Where it's like, not only do you represent the team on the front of the jersey, but you represent your name on the back. And I want to believe that if someone was training in the gym today and they looked over and they saw me and they said, man, like, he's leaving nothing to chance. And to me, what that jersey represents, like, that name is something that came from my dad, which came from his dad, which came from his dad, and I would hate to let any of those men down. So it's one of those things where, I think about that, and then I think about the next generation, right, of my boys. Like, what do they see their dad doing and living his life and doing and attacking his goals, right? So what I always think about is, we lead by example. And that's one of the reasons why I love this channel is I'm hoping one day my boys will look back and be like, man, my dad was kicking ass in his 40s, right? Like, he wasn't like all the other dads that we, play football with, and they can barely get out there and run and throw and catch with us. Like, he's in there ripping weight. And to me, like, that's something I take pride in. So a little fun message for you guys out there today. Like, remember, someone's always watching, and sometimes that needs to be you in the accountability mirror. So if you're not where you are right now and not where you want to be, fix it today, day one, make that change. So until next time, guys, like, share, subscribe. Another incredible back day filmed by Chaz and done by me on Chris Evans TV.